Ahoy hoy, I'm Planarwalk, and recently I made a video called Correcting Flat Earthers, especially Nathan Oakley. So Nathan Oakley found the video and he had some criticisms of it, which is fair enough. I tried to make the video short and to the point. So I'm going to try and address those criticisms now. So Nathan Oakley said,
a scientific hypothesis establishes the cause in a cause and effect relationship. That's science. If your independent variable in your scientific prediction, hypothesis, is mass, it is therefore your presumed cause and should be validated, or invalidated, look up null hypothesis, as the cause through systematic experimentation. In your case, mass, not gravity.
So the first thing I want to note is exactly what I said in the last video. In scientific experiments, the independent variable is not necessarily the cause. So I didn't say that the independent variable isn't the cause, I said that it's not necessarily the cause. But what Nathan Oakley is doing is he's saying that it is the cause. But for many experiments, saying that the cause is the independent variable doesn't tell us anything about what's actually happening. Let me explain this by coming up with an experiment to measure the speed of sound. So you could do this by setting up something a kilometre away which plays a very loud and distinctive sound at the exact same time that it shines a laser beam towards you. You then measure the time it takes to hear the sound after you've seen the laser beam. So I think that we can agree that in this experiment the independent variable is the distance, and the dependent variable is time. Now if I knew nothing about sound, I could come up with a hypothesis for this. So let's start with, if it takes any time to hear the sound after we see the laser light, then we can safely say that the sound has to travel to us before we can hear it. And so our null hypothesis can be that if it takes no time to hear the sound after seeing the laser light, then there's no reason to think that sound has to travel before we can hear it. So if the time it takes to hear the sound after seeing the laser light is 2.9 seconds, we can safely say that the first hypothesis is accurate. So what is the cause of that result? Well, I'd say that the cause of the result is that there is a speed at which sound travels. That's certainly more insightful than saying distance. And from those results I can even work out the speed at which sound travels. 1 divided by 2.9 is 0.345. So that means that sound travels at 345 meters per second. And whilst distance isn't a cause, it is most certainly a factor. The way we work out speed is distance over time. Now if you've been paying attention, you'll have noticed that you can apply the exact same logic to the Cavendish experiment to verify and calculate the force of gravity. But here's the good part. Using Nathan Oakley's logic, we can invalidate a whole lot of flat Earth experiments. What about the experiments that show that you can see buildings over 40 kilometers away? Okay, you say your cause is the flat Earth. Well, you can't change the flat Earth. Flat Earth can't be an independent variable, so there we go! See how stupid that sounds? And lastly, Nathan Oakley says that mathematical formula and programming are not science. Has Nathan Oakley never seen something that's been thrown and makes a parabola? That's something that we can calculate using mathematical formula. And we can use programming to create physics simulations. Just thought you should know that. So leave a like and subscribe if you like that video. Hit the bell icon if you want to be notified of when I make a video explaining that you don't need to assume a sphere to calculate R. And Nathan Oakley, I know you want to go ahead and leave a dislike, so go ahead, do it. But anyway, I will see you in the next video. Between you and me, thank you for watching.